Have you ever wondered why you do what you do every day? To answer that, let's talk about habits. Habits are those repetitive actions, those routines we perform almost without thinking. They can be as simple as brushing our teeth in the morning or as complex as the way we drive to work. They're ingrained in us, often to the point where we don't even realize we're doing them. But here's the thing, habits hold tremendous power over our lives. They shape our health, our wealth, and even our happiness. They can propel us towards success or hold us back, stuck in the same old patterns. And it all comes down to the psychological aspects of habits, the way these routines are wired into our brains. So it's crucial to understand habits, to unravel the processes behind them, and to learn how we can harness their power for our benefit. Because after all, habits are, in essence, the architecture of your daily life. But what exactly is happening in our brains when we perform these habits? Well, it all starts with a pattern known as the habit loop. This loop consists of three elements: the cue, the routine, and the reward. The cue is a trigger that tells your brain to go into automatic mode and which habit to use. The routine can be physical, mental, or emotional. And the reward helps your brain figure out if this particular loop is worth remembering for the future. Over time, this loop becomes more and more automatic. The cue and reward become intertwined until a powerful sense of anticipation and craving emerges. This is why habits are so powerful and at times difficult to break. Now let's dive deeper into the brain and look at a region called the basal ganglia. This is where habits take root. The basal ganglia plays a major role in the development and reinforcement of habit loops. It's a chunk of tissue in the center of our brains that stores habits even when we're not thinking about them. Repetition is a crucial aspect of this process. The more we repeat a habit, the stronger the connection in our basal ganglia becomes. And the stronger the connection, the more automatic the habit becomes. It's like carving a path in a forest. The more you walk down it, the clearer and more defined it becomes. Rewards also play a critical role in habit formation. When a habit leads to a reward, like the feeling of satisfaction after a good workout or the taste of a delicious meal after cooking, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter that makes us feel good. This dopamine release strengthens the habit loop, making us more likely to repeat the habit in the future. So habits are not just mindless repetitions. They are complex processes deeply rooted in our brains, influenced by cues, routines, and rewards. They are part of our survival mechanism, allowing us to perform tasks efficiently without wasting mental energy. Understanding the psychology behind habits is the first step to harnessing their power. So if habits are so deeply ingrained in our minds, how can we change them? Well, let's delve into that. One effective method is habit replacement. It's not just about breaking the bad habit, but replacing it with a more positive one. This process requires identifying the triggers and rewards of a habit. For instance, if you find yourself reaching for junk food when stressed, the trigger is stress, and the reward is the temporary comfort you derive from food. By identifying these elements, you can consciously choose to replace the unhealthy snack with a healthier alternative. But remember, changing habits is not a walk in the park. It demands self-awareness and determination. You need to be aware of your actions and have the determination to choose differently each time the trigger presents itself. It's a continuous cycle of making conscious choices until the new behavior becomes the default. Change might not be fast and it isn't always easy. But with time and effort, almost any habit can be reshaped. What kind of impact can good habits have on our lives, you may ask? Well, the benefits are far-reaching and transformative. Good habits like a daily fitness routine or mindful eating can significantly improve our physical health. They can lower our risk of chronic illnesses, boost our energy levels, and even enhance our longevity. But that's not all. Good habits also have a profound impact on our mental well-being. Regular meditation or journaling, for example, can help manage stress, boost creativity, and elevate our mood. They enable us to navigate life's ups and downs with more resilience and equanimity. Studies reveal that people who cultivate good habits tend to be more successful and happier. They're more productive, more focused, and they exhibit a higher degree of satisfaction in their relationships and careers. So, remember, the habits you form today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Make them good ones, and watch your life transform in ways you never imagined.